Good evening, gentlemen. Apologies for the late live stream. I was gonna do a live stream like 4 or 5 hours ago, but I got so busy today. I literally took a power nap, aka I took a nap for a few hours, and I woke up. I was like, "Oh, I forgot to do a live stream today." And plus, I did agree to do a live stream with the guests as well, so I wasn't gonna let them down. Plus, it's been a few days as well, so I don't want to be a complete asshole about it. So this will be a late live stream today, and we will be talking about the sipping that's getting out of hand lately. It is getting out of hand, and it's not even funny. Like seriously. Let me give you a couple examples before we begin. Let me give you a couple examples. Because welcome to episode 171 of Sir Yeetus' Thoughts. And I'm here to talk about free validation, right? And these simps these days are definitely giving a pass to a lot of women that don't even fucking deserve it. A lot of women that definitely deserve negative consequences. But since it's reinforced by men that are very desperate for that puniti, they feel compelled, these women, to continue what they're doing because hey, they're having a positive reaction. For example, something that happened over Twitch. Maybe many of you guys know what happened over Twitch lately, but if you don't, I'm going to explain to you guys. So when it comes to the Twitch situation, there was a Twitch thought, right? She decided to get her cheeks clapped live, live streaming by her boo thing or boyfriend or whoever that dude was. She literally got her cheeks clapped live on Twitch. That's what's been circling around. And I first heard this from Moist Critical. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I had to look it up myself. It is true. There was a woman on Twitch that literally got her back blown out live on that platform. That's literally the ultimate no-no on majority of platforms. You don't have that type of content on that platform, or you will be permanently banned. Hell, IP ban. Guess what happened to the woman that got her cheeks clapped live on Twitch? She only had a 7-day ban. That's it. 7 days. 7 days. And she recently got unbanned. I can end the stream right now and that will prove my case. She got her cheeks clapped live on Twitch. And she only got a 7-day ban. And she is recently unbanned. Now, on one of her platforms, I don't know if it was Twitch, not Twitch, I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram, whatever it was. She has well over 100,000 followers. On her Twitch account, she averages around from 20 to 30 people to at least 200 people now. Gentlemen, think about it. We are the ones. We are the ones that get banned over and over and over and over and over again. Just speaking on male issues alone. Think about it. We get banned talking about male issues, male problems that men have in society. We get permabanned. Hell, let's go even pettier. There's people on Twitch that got banned just because they say a couple of naughty words, aka men got banned for saying a couple of naughty words like, hey, maybe she is not a good person. Maybe that feminism bullshit, it's not really the greatest option. Permaban, gone. But there's two cheeks that were getting clapped live for everybody to see that she's back on the platform better than ever. Think about how many young people were watching that shit, gentlemen. It's bad enough that we had to deal with the pool in the living room bullshit, like that kiddie pool shit. It's fucking weird. But they wear some G-string bikini and they're still not banned. No, a woman was literally getting her cheeks clapped and she's back on the platform. If that's not bullshit, I don't know what is. They come after men like my channel, and other channels. They come after us just for speaking on behalf of men, trying to get us banned, trying to get us doxxed, trying to get us ridiculed, trying to get our reputation ruined. But hey, it's okay. It's okay if a woman's getting her cheeks clapped on, literally for hundreds of people to see. Who knows how many of them were fucking minors? That's how fucked up things are getting, gentlemen. That's how fucked up things are getting. This is the free validation I'm talking about. This is the sympatry that I'm talking about. Hey, I will excuse the possible minors that are watching that shit, right? Because they weren't supposed to be watching that shit in the first place, especially on a gaming platform. Twitch is supposed to be where gamers show off their skills, where gamers are able to connect with their fans. Not watching a woman get her cheeks clapped. Not a woman wearing barely anything in a fucking pool, kiddie pool. So you guys, I'm sure you guys understand my frustration with that situation. There's people that are not allowed on certain platforms again just because they say something that was too mean, says something that the woke ass people didn't like, and then platforms literally get rid of them for good just for saying something that they didn't like. But no, a grown ass woman getting her cheeks clapped on a gaming live stream platform, that is okay. I just had to say it one more time, gentlemen, because the audacity of these motherfuckers. Also, another situation, which this situation, I looked it up. This was pretty legit. The man that literally bought that woman uh a $70,000 Tesla. A woman that he never met before. It was just a woman that he was watching online. Bought her a $70,000 Tesla. She didn't do anything to earn it. Nothing. Nada. She just existed. That's it. Bam. Brand new Tesla. 70 grand. And the funny part is he wasn't even acknowledged. One of my subs got me a Tesla. She didn't even say his name. That's what you fucking get. Because even when I was blue pilled around 10 years ago, I wasn't that stupid enough to buy a $70,000 fucking car for a random ass woman. I wasn't that stupid. I wasn't that desperate. I wasn't that dumb. This is why I say that the sipping situation is literally getting out of control. It is getting out of hand. It has not been funny. I don't know why motherfuckers here are giving free validation to women that didn't even fucking earn it whatsoever. Didn't earn it. And then another situation that I'm going to explain before I let Chaz on, because Chaz is the guest I'm gonna have. And then I'm gonna do call-ins if you guys want to do call-ins. I know it's late, but I'm gonna do one more example. So it's funny how men for the last 8, 9 years on this platform that has been in this area of speaking on male issues only got what 10,000 subs, 20,000 subs. If you're lucky, 30,000 subs. I'm talking about majority of men. I know there's that few men that were able to make it to the lucky 100K, 100K or higher. Understood. Understood. It's all good. Not all of us are going to make it to the mountaintop, right? Not all of us are going to fit on the mountaintop. It is what it is. But here's the kicker. It's funny how they come after men, they ridicule men. They try to tear down men for the very same thing that these new red pill female content creators are saying. They are literally regurgitating the same shit that we've been saying for the last 9 years. Regurgitating the same thing that we've been saying for the last 9 years. These female content, red pill content creators, quote unquote. Then bam, within months, 2, 3 months, they already had 100K subs, 200K subs, 500K subs, 700K subs. One of them, aka Roma Army, she's very close to 1 million subs. I won't be surprised if she made it to 1 million already. So let me get this straight. So just because a man is saying it is bad. But if a woman that's clearly not having your best interest at hand because she is having a shit ton of paywalls for you to even get anything right, not only paywalls, but paywalls to see her naked, just because she's saying it, oh, it's all good in the neighborhood. It's all Gucci. A lot of people really get confused about my annoyance about the situation. Very annoyed. Yeah, I've only been making content for over a year, but I've been around for a long time. A long time. And where men had to scratch and claw to get to a certain point of being taken seriously, right? The two channels that are good examples, three channels are good examples is Sandman, Hammerhand, Undead Chronic. I repeat, Sandman, Hammerhand, Undead Chronic. Right? When they just want to point out the hypocrisy and the nonsense in society today, especially with the simping and shit, right? There's these channels that pop out of nowhere saying literally the exact same thing that people have been saying for years. Bam. They rise to stardom. Just because you're a woman, right? This is why I say about free validation. Free validation. They are not really saying anything of substance. They are literally repeating the same generic shit that the quote unquote manosphere has been saying for years. So, on that note, on that situation, Hammerhand banned over again. Chronic banned over and over and over and over and over again. Sandman, he eventually got demonetized. But no, let these people that have an axe wound between their legs get hundreds of thousands of subs within a few months just because they have an axe wound between their legs. Okay, it's cool. They are never holding their sisterhood accountable. They are never speaking extensively about how unfair the marriage and family court laws are. They never want to speak on, hey, maybe we should make the marriage court laws fair. Maybe we should make get rid of the family court. That'll be better for men and society as a whole to keep families together. No, they never speak on that. They never speak on that. Ever. They don't want to speak on something they have an advantage of, gentlemen. And that's my biggest pet peeve. That was I'm going to bring it home right now. That's my pet peeve. A lot of these female quote unquote red pill content creators they want to speak so hard. Oh yeah, men are this, men are that. Oh, men are so mistreated. Oh, men are being so unjust. We need to do something about it. Oh, she's not yours. It's just your turn. Marriage is bad for men. Pretty much saying the same thing that we've been saying. And guess what, gentlemen? When it's all said and done, when they get hundreds of thousands of subs, when they monetize all these things, such as memberships, such as getting counseling, right? Because I remember Hammerhand saying one of these female content creators, red pill content creators, they are charging $250 an hour for counseling sessions. After it's all said and done, gentlemen, when they milk all these simps to their last fucking penny, to their last fucking dollar, once they're done squeezing all the money out of you, guess what? They can still go out there and destroy men left and right through the marriage and family courts. Do you understand the frustration that me and other content creators have right now with all these channels popping up out of nowhere, especially female red pill content creators? Until they're aggressively going after the family courts and the divorce courts, why take them seriously? I don't get it. Because once they're done with YouTube or whatever the fuck they're doing, they can still go out there and get married and destroy a man's life. You guys get what I'm talking about? They can still go out there and take a man's kids away from him. They can still go out there and take half of a man's assets, alimony, child support, etc. And they're not even saying anything of substance. They're literally just repeating what we've been saying for years. And to bring it home again, how can women speak on men issues when they've never been a man? How can they truly speak? See, it's just like having female dating coaches trying to tell men what they need to do to get a woman. How does that make any fucking sense? How does that make sense? It's like me walking up to a chicken or me walking up to a fish and say, hey, what are easier ways for me to catch you and eat you? Give me some tricks. Give me some tips. Tell me what I need to do in order to catch and cook you. Tell me. Of course, they're not going to tell me the truth. And modern women and women out here, it's no different, right? Because guess what? They have no experience getting women. They have no experience of being a man chasing women. So why are you getting advice from women about male issues? Why are you getting advice from women about how to get a woman as a man? How does that make any sense? I'm telling you, gentlemen. I'm telling you, like, it's not. I'm not doing this for no reason. I'm just keeping it honest. I'm just keeping it real. That's my frustrations with these female quote unquote red pill channels. Once they're done grifting, once they're done demanding or begging for donations, once they're done putting all these, hey, $100, $250 an hour for counseling sessions, once they're done uh advertising their OnlyFans accounts or their secret Instagram accounts or their secret Snapchat accounts of them being naked, they can still go out there and destroy men's lives. And yes, there's simps out there that's taking them seriously, and that is beyond annoying. Beyond annoying. But they're social. They are conditioned to do this, right? Because years of being raised by women, by single moms and stuff, because they kicked the men out of the household. I'm not surprised that, oh, we need to hate men because I hate myself because my mom taught me to hate myself because I'm a man. Being masculine is wrong. So anytime they hear a man speak on these issues, they're automatically wrong no matter what they say. But some rando female come out of nowhere. Oh, she's different. Oh my god, she's the best. She is the best thing since sliced bread. Let me give her all my money. Let me give her my retirement account. Oh my god. I told you she isn't a chameleon. I told you she is different from these women. That's pretty much what happens at the end of the day. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm gonna stand on this. I'm gonna stand on this for the longest time. I personally don't fucking get. We shouldn't be surprised that this happened, but at the same time, this happened a lot quicker than I expected. There should have been some type of gatekeeping, but of course, it's difficult to gatekeep when Susan dictates who's good and who's not good. So it's a fucked up situation all around. But it's crazy. It's crazy. And even on the internet, gentlemen, even on the internet, men cannot just talk to other men about male issues without women coming in and fucking just I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. How do you know what to do when you don't have a penis? How do you know what to do? You don't. Get out of here. Well, yeah, I don't know what to do, because I'm not a man, but I can just repeat what you're saying. I can repeat what you're saying and get a lot more subs than you. I can I can get a lot better algorithms than you because I'm a woman. That's pretty much what's happening, guys. That's pretty much what's happening at this point. But yeah, we're gonna have somebody share their story from the past when it comes to simping. But this stream won't be that long. It'll be like an hour and a half at the latest. But if you want to support your boys here, Yeetus, there's two links on top of the chat: Cash App or PayPal. Cash App is the best way to donate because the money goes directly to me. But you can also do super chat, super thanks. Any type of donation is appreciated, but if you cannot donate, it is all good. Just go ahead and continue to listen to my rants. All right, I am bringing in Chaz. What's going on, Chaz?
Oh, not much, man. I'm having a great evening. How are you this evening?
Uh, very busy, but this live stream, I know it should have been done a few days ago. And now,
Oh, no, don't worry about that, man. Stuff happens. There are more important things than me, dude. I get it. No need to apologize.
true, but now that I got to it, now I'm pretty irritated. Now I'm able to talk about it based on the situation that you just heard me say. The free validation.
Free validation, man. Well, no, it's not free because they're women. So they deserve it. They have a right to it. Do they not? Wait, or am I talking blasphemy saying that a chick doesn't deserve attention, validation, and love just because she's a chick?
Well,
Like,
according to
it,
Susan, yeah, you are talking blasphemy.
how dare I? I'm sorry, Yeetus. Your channel just got yeeted. Man, that's my fault.
I won't be surprised. It's only a matter of time. But um, you wanted to share a story of your blue pill days, if you want to
Ooh,
share with that.
Blue Pill Chaz. He was so nice, so kind, sent good morning, good night texts. He used to have so many chick friends back in high school. And you know what? Like, I do have blame in my story. Like, part of it is on me. So, I've only been awakened for about 2 years, I'd say. It was specifically in November of last year, coming up on like 10 months, almost a whole year since this whole situation happened. So I was talking to a chick. We met on a social media app and we start DMing back and forth about a mutual interest we have. It's like, oh, hey, cool. And this was back when I thought men and women could just be friends because, hey, I'm not going to get a boner from this cute chick that's talking to me and giving me attention because I get no attention from females normally. I'm totally not going to fall head over heels for a chick like that. Obviously, I did. And it got to the point where, after a few months of talking, being her friend, she makes a post saying, my medicine just got upped in price because she's on like a whole bunch of psych meds and head meds. She doesn't have an actual job at this point. She's like living with her boyfriend and shit. And then kind old me calls her up and says, hey, I'll help you. Like, from the kindness of my heart, asking for nothing in return. I truly just wanted to do something right, do something like, because I thought it was the right thing to do to help somebody. I'm not just trying to like blow smoke up my own ass saying how much of a good person I am, but for my actions, I prove through the things I do that I have kindness in my heart for people I know, people I love, and people that sometimes I barely know. And it's to my detriment because I trusted her. I thought she wasn't going to fuck with me. I thought she wasn't going to screw with me, you know? And for a while, she didn't. But then, after like half a year of sending her cash every so often, hell, I remember working a 12-hour shift on like the Christmas era, like Christmas time, because like we got really busy and I was able to get a little extra money. I'm like, I'm going to send it to her. Going to be kind. So eventually, in, let's see, September of last year, yeah, communication between us like basically is stopping really hard. Like, I am texting her and shit, trying to talk to her, trying to be her friend. And the thing is, she did break up with her boyfriend at the time. And I want to make this clear. I did not have any intention of splitting the two of them apart. Like, this was a long distance friendship, even worse. I know. So I knew like, oh, I'm not going to have a shot with her, shit like that. I didn't want to try like wedge myself between them, but they did break up. And I was there to emotionally support her and shit. I'm sending her money, listening to her problems, playing games with her, trying to give her advice on these things. Because guess what? She was trying to be a streamer. I was trying to add value to her life by trying to get her to go to the gym. I was trying to add structure. I was trying to be the backbone to her life. And what does she do to repay me for this, Yeetus? Do you want to know? I just want to make sure I'm not just talking to, nothing here. You still there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm just letting you tell the entire.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if like everything suddenly stopped and I've just been talking to myself. Okay, so about September, stuff starts to get weird. Like, I can tell something's going on because she's not as communicating as much as she normally is with me. And so I'm trying to go back and forth with her and she's not really talking. And I'm just like, what the hell, you know? And eventually in November, I finally grow a pair and I text her, hey, I have wants and needs too. I want to help you out. I want to be your friend, but I'm not just going to keep waiting around forever for someone that doesn't want me around. I'm paraphrasing because I don't have a screenshot of the actual text message that I sent her. But I didn't say, I'm no longer your friend. I didn't just outright block her or delete her number. Nothing like that. I didn't just ghost her. I was saying, hey, something's going on here and you're not talking to me. And if you're not going to talk to me in this situation, then I am gone. Right? Like I was trying to keep it alive because I cared about her. Obviously, through my actions, I cared. And what does she respond with? I'm being a shitty friend. What I'm doing is evil. She's hospitalized because of a attempted Xing herself out attempt. She's going on about how she's stressed about everything and that she's not always able to help me out with my problems, shit like that. And then she says, oh, she's done, and she blocks me and shit. And then, like, that's like all the shit I've done for her, all the shit I sacrificed. And yeah, I know I was pretty blunt, pretty straightforward to the point, but I mean, that's how I had to be at that moment. Back when I was in the hospital for trying to take myself out because I was very, very depressed, like for real, even I had what was fucked to like at 5 o'clock when I got my phone for an hour, send her a message on, whatever, saying like, hey, this is what's going on with me. I'm okay right now, but I'm going through some shit. Like I was able to do that. She couldn't do the same for me. And so she just suddenly throws that at me that she tried to off herself. And I'm just sitting here like, what? Suddenly I'm the shitty friend that gave you $2,000 over the course of like 10 months or so of knowing you. I'm the shitty friend that listened to you cry about your boyfriend. I'm the shitty friend that tried to help add structure to your life. And it's almost been a year from then. And like there are stories before that of chicks that I tried to talk with and get to know and stuff. Cause I mean, like I really did believe like, oh, you can start being a friend, but you really can't. You have to make your intentions very clear within the first few interactions with a person. Cause otherwise they know that they can use you and take you for a ride, And not a fun ride. She never rode me. She never sent me a titty pic for my efforts. I mean, like I never asked for it because I wasn't trying to be that kind of guy. But at the end of the day, that's what happens. This has happened to me. This is happening to thousands of dudes right now that are subbing to channels like Roma Army and Celibate Scorpion and whatever. Dudes that are hurt, broken. They don't know what they're doing. They don't understand chicks. They're getting advice from all of these female influences. Be her friend, be kind, make her laugh, shit like that. And no one ever has the balls to tell, like, let's say a 13, 14-year-old boy who's just getting to high school, he's starting to see developing women. No one has the balls to say to that guy, look, women have standards. Whether or not these standards are overblown, they do have these standards physically for a man. Personality can only take you so far. So let's get you a 6-pack for the next 4 years while you're in high school. Let's work on you physically, and then you can develop. Like no one ever says that. And so many dudes are left confused and not knowing what to do. And then that's when, if they're on the internet, they can stumble into a few different directions. They can stumble into our channels, right? Because I do have a channel. I'm just going to shill that real quick. Sorry. But they can fall into like good men's content like Joker, Hammerhand, or they fall into bad red pill content like these chameleons, and then grifters like CGA and the late Kevin Samuels, people that do say red pill stuff but don't have the actual intention to help. They're in it for the money. And that's not always a bad thing, but when you're in it for the money, it's not about the message. So thankfully, I did manage to weave my way through to channels like this. And then it's like, hey, for once in my life, maybe I can say it's not my fault. Maybe I did do everything right. I did everything right in the way that I was told to. Like, think of it like this. You're given a Lego set, but you don't have the instructions. So you tinker with it. You're like, oh, okay, I can see what this is going. It's a Star Wars ship. Okay, it's this, and you build a TIE fighter. And then you're told, no, it was supposed to be an X-wing. What's wrong with you? And you're like, X-wing? What? But the pieces are clearly a TIE fighter. Are you kidding? No, it was supposed to be an X-wing. And it's just like, but I did everything right. But the result was supposed to be something different, and you just left confused. And then when you do come to channels like this, we're shamed for coming to channels like this. We're told we're misogynistic pigs. We're told we're assholes. Who hurt you? And then if I respond with women have hurt me, oh, then I'm a sexist. And shit like that. But I can say I really have been nothing but better in these past 10 months since I've stopped trying to be friends with chicks. I really have. I have way more time for the gym. I invest money into stuff like protein shakes and hobbies and stuff. I was able to invest a lot of money for artwork for my little channel because I wasn't giving that to women. And now that I'm actually trying to use dating apps and talk to chicks, I'm not worried about them blocking me or calling me rude names because it's like, why do I care what they think? Like today at the gym on decline bench press, I just did 2 plate 5 times in a row. Now I need to do that for a regular bench press, but I'm constantly improving myself. I'm doing great. I'm chilling with the boys. I'm gaming with the boys. And sure, I might not have gotten any lately, but so what? Some dudes will go their whole lives wanting to chase puniti, thinking that that's the end goal. When in reality, it's just a part of life. But it's a part of life that's not necessary unless you're trying to like start a family or something. But that's a whole another rabbit hole. But we fall into pits of giving chicks validation purely off the fact that they are chicks, that they are girls. A manga that I started rereading for a video I want to make, a character was like, oh, I was told that if I ever meet a girl, I need to treat her kindly. And the girl that he's talking to responds with, oh, yeah, now you're starting to get it. So in our media, in our friend groups, in our family, we're told treat women nice, give them validation, give them all this shit. But we're never told it's okay to ask for stuff in return. We assume that because we give, we can take. But what happens when what we want to take is not something they're willing or want to give back? And then when we say, well, hey, I wanted to smash you. What? I thought we were just friends. Oh, you're a pig who just wants to get into my pants. When situations like that happen, I'm wondering, well, maybe that guy genuinely formed a connection with you and wants to be physically intimate with the girl he really likes, not just a smash and dash situation. But that's how it's portrayed all the time. This dude is just there to hit it. Like these complicated situations are never really looked at from the man's point of view, from like the man's biological perspective of needing to bust that nut. But maybe he wants to bust a nut with a chick he really likes. It really sucks. I just gotta say that, man. Like, I paid a heavy price to learn a valuable lesson that hopefully, like, it's good that I paid out this money now rather than getting completely destroyed in like the court system or something. So what do you think, Yeetus? Do you want to roast me or anything like that?
No. Why would I roast you?
Because it's funny.
Mm, it's yes and no, because your degree of simping isn't as bad as the simping I've been seeing lately. So it's not really a big deal to me. Like, how do I explain it? If you bought a random woman on the internet a $70,000 car, yeah, I'll roast the fuck out of you.
Man, I if I had $70,000 just to chill out, I'd be just chilling it out to the boys all the time. Like, wouldn't you love to check your Cash App right now and see, wow, like a four-figure donation? Like, wouldn't that be kick ass?
That would be fucking insane, but yeah. Because I guarantee you, these female channels out here are getting 100 times more. I'm being lightly more donations and payouts from YouTube than a man can even dream of, and we have to actually have exceptional or trendy content to even get half of what she's getting just for existing. She
Like
just exists and she gets all this money.
like, always remember this, women that are, like, 600 pounds morbidly obese are still able to, like, pull dudes and smash and shit. Chicks can have terrible gameplay, terrible personalities, but as so long as they put their stream layout in a proper format, i.e., game at the bottom right corner, webcam the rest of the screen with the push-up bra, she's going to get attention. And all of and so many of these sites are actually starting to be overinflated with all these chicks. Like OnlyFans now has what how many creators on it, and of those creators only like the top 3% make the majority of the cash because that's how those sites work. Like there are chicks that post to like r/onlyfans advice or whatever saying, oh, I'm only making like $200 a month so far, how do I boost my ratings? And it's like, they really think they can make it big in this kind of market?
Like,
Like they actually believe that they are special enough to deserve millions of dollars when they're a dime a dozen. This chick that I was talking about, when I was first talking to her, I told her about another chick that, like, you know, well, it was kind of like the same situation, like like way less to this extent, but like same like e-girl thought, like kind of situation. And I was telling her like this is what happened, and she says, "Chaz, that was an e-girl." Like, and then like it's sunken of like, oh, okay, yeah, no, like I'm starting to think about all the shit that happened, the way we texted, the way we talked. Yeah, she never actually cared about me. And she had the audacity to say, I'm not trying to be like those other girls. Guess what, bitch? You're exactly like all those other girls.
yeah, that's a
Except
lie.
except you were able to understand how to keep me around for long enough till I said fuck it. Well, no, I didn't say fuck it. I said I wanted to stay, and she said fuck it.
See,
No, and like she said, I dodged a bullet with that girl. I dodged a missile with this one. Like,
agreed.
sure, I got a little bit of shrapnel after the blast to the side, but you know, it's nothing a guy can't just get up and shrug off, you know?
But that's the thing. When it comes, gentlemen, I told you this before, and I said it 100,000 times. So I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. With these e thoughts or these Twitch thoughts and all that stuff, they're not here for gaming. They're not here for gaming. Majority of women you see on Twitch, they're not here for gaming. They're here for your fucking money. And attention is second, right? Because
Yeah.
attention is courtesy to women. Remember, look at the comparisons between male gamers and the quote unquote female gamers. Okay, with the male gamers, the big screen you see is the gameplay, and the small screen is the man. When it comes to these quote unquote female gamers, the big screen is their fucking cleavage or their ass in your face, and the small tiny screen is a gameplay that they're probably not even playing in the first place, and they just pulled it up on YouTube.
I remember seeing a post of a guy trying to say, yeah, I wanted to fight in this specific boxing match, and all I could find was a titty streamer streaming it in the bottom right corner. And I like, that's so fucking funny, dude. These chicks don't have to do anything. They will sit in pools, sit in hot tubs, just look at the camera, and they
Or
can just,
even sleep.
or even like
Sleep.
I thought these live streaming sites actually had specific rules against sleeping for extended periods of time. Oh wait, but the rules don't rules for thee, but not for me. And by me,
Agreed.
I mean women.
And here's what I say about this, gentlemen. And if you wanna, oh, talking about some patriarchy,
Patriarchy.
misogyny, let
Oh,
me
misogyny.
let me let me explain something. Okay, when the pool bullshit, where they sit with their thongs out and shit in the kiddie pool in their room, that's fucking weird. But when that got addressed, that guess how desperate these women were. They were deep throwing their fucking mics. I repeat, they were deep
Oh yeah.
throating their fucking mics.
I don't know the exact like podcast thing, but there's that clip of that famous corn star actress that like put a whole ass mic in her mouth. Hammerhand saw it
Oh
a few days.
shit!
But it's I mean like you know the exact clip I'm talking about. Like she literally
Yeah, I made a video.
she
Yeah,
pries her mouth open with her fingers to do it. And I'm like, am I supposed to clap? Am I supposed to say go like yay, good for you, you did it?
yeah. She's an exception because she did it as a career, so that's pretty much all she knows. I'm like, you know what? You nasty, but hey, at least you own up to it, I guess. But majority of these women out here, they're like, don't objectify me. But as soon as Twitch had to do something about the pool party because they were getting criticized, all of a sudden, since they can't wear their fucking tiny ass bras that don't even fit them or those G strings and shit, they can't do that no more. So plan B, let me just go ahead and treat my mic as a shlong and start deep throwing it so I can get your money and your attention because you simps will fucking pay for anything. They know this. These
Dude,
women,
they
they
will
want to
pay.
claim, don't sexually objectify me. Don't you dare object. We are not just sexual objects for you to just gawk at. And then there are the ones that are giving the gawk gawk 5,000 to their own fucking equipment. That's just weird. That's
It,
how desperate it
it's
is when it
ass
comes to
backwards.
attention.
And you know, like the specific men that they are preying on for the money and validation are men that genuinely want some kind of connection. They think that they're establishing some one-on-one time. Like not every single dude, but a lot of dudes genuinely yearn for connection. They yearn for a warmth of love that they don't truly understand. They want to know what it's like to be loved. And when a chick talks to them for extended period of time, they think that something is happening. And these women, okay, I'm gonna say something controversial here. Women
Make
aren't
sure you
stupid.
have to code
Like
it.
women aren't stupid. They know they are smart. They are just as human as you and me. They are just as smart, just as stupid, just as flawed, and just as willing to use people. We hear all the time, oh, these dudes will coerce chicks into, getting some, oh, she was drunk, blah, blah, blah. Bad on him. He's like manipulating these women. But no one ever says, hey, maybe these women are manipulating these men. These men
Well,
who want to be loved, who have had the idea of love implanted in their mind from a young age about this is what love is going to be like with a girl, with all these rom-coms and all this stuff that we're told. Then when we try to replicate what we're told, it never works, or at least it never works in the long term.
women have to manipulate to survive. That's their innate nature. Like that's just how they are. And women have to manipulate. Men don't have to. We could, but it's not really a primary focus. Women have to manipulate. They have no
Like
choice.
like chicks will put on the kilos on the bar and try to like manipulate the numbers that they're pushing, when in reality like they're not pushing as hard as men, but because like she's able to charm the dudes with the numbers. I don't know, man, I'm really tired.
No, it's all good.
I'm not saying that because I want to dip. I'm just like
No.
I'm so
I
tired,
want to
man.
say something that Steve Sanchez said. You know, Pokemon literally just eat pasta on her live stream and simps give her money.
Does she
That's
at least cook it?
probably
Does she cook it for the stream like a real woman?
probably not. But she makes so much fucking money. She probably does Uber Eats every goddamn day. She makes so much goddamn money. It's not even funny. Like holy fuck. Just for wearing yoga pants and she just bends down here and there. She gets a fuck ton of money.
Dude, chicks will always have a loophole. Like on YouTube, there's like naked yoga, there's like full body paint shit where there are no like actual things covering the nipples, but because like it's artistic or something, it's like okay on the site. Chicks will always find a way. But just
See,
like
that's the big
chicks,
thing.
but oh yeah, go ahead.
Naked yoga, gentlemen. They can be on the site butt ass naked, spreading them cheeks
Here,
for the world to see. They get millions of views. But as soon as channels like mine say, hey, I want to speak about male issues, banned, demonetized.
Yeetus, I'm looking at it right now. I just opened a new YouTube tab, typed in naked yoga. Very first thing is a short with 1.1 million views. Naked yoga workout number 2 #shorts. There, I'm seeing a playlist with the full lips and the nub on the site.
Yeah, on this site.
We're not bullshitting here. We're not just pulling shit out of our ass to make a problem that isn't there. And it's like, I'm sure you could find some video about like how to put on a condom right with a dude, but then it's like women aren't going to that kind of video to like get off or anything like that. Like the dude in that video isn't getting paid a couple $100,000 a month just because his like ding dong was in the frame. No, but these chicks, just like a quick nip slip and your name is on the internet for the next month. Like
Hey,
if you just
hold up. Let me. I'm gonna handle something right quick.
Yes, sir.
In 1 second.
Drink your water, boys. Stay hydrated.
Yes, always stay hydrated. Your body is 70% water.
No joke. I've managed to cut out soda like entirely. I haven't had like a Coke or Diet Coke in a few months.
Oh, it's very difficult for me.
Dude, no, it's extremely hard, especially when you have like 1 or 2 a day. But I mean, hey, like we all have ways we want to improve. Fiji water? Nah, I'm drinking smart water because I'm dumb as hell. Drinking smart water makes me think I'm a little intelligent.
Okay, let me do this real quick.
No, you're good. I'm just gonna like talk. I'll just run my mouth while you're taking care of your stuff.
No. I gotta talk about this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Is it about a certain someone in chat? Yep. Hey.
So you gotta go.
I have chat on my phone. I'm looking at it. Message deleted.
That was mad fucking annoying because I see in the chat now she I know this argument was going on for a minute, and then now she's starting to throw around homophobic slurs.
Ooh, nope. Nope. None of that.
So not only you distracting my chat from what I'm trying to say on my channel with my live stream, now you hear, of course, you know, you're a woman, I'm not surprised, throwing all these insults left and right, saying that, oh, because your dad wasn't around. No, that's unacceptable. Not on my channel. Sure, you can go ahead and do your thing on Chronic's channel or whoever you want to do it, but not mine. If it's about the topic at hand you want to argue about, sure. But don't distract my chat with your fucking nonsense. Do not do that. That is beyond fucking annoying. Because that means I'm technically wasting my time. Because a good amount of people are more focused on irrelevant bullshit than what I'm trying to say. And that's not good for either party. Because we're both wasting our times. Okay. What do you have to say, Chaz?
Oh, nothing. I was just like talking. I don't know where I'm going with my train of thought
Okay.
right now. It derailed, man.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. She had to go. She had to go. Celibate's gone because
Did you like entirely
it's
ban her from commenting, or did you time her out, or
she's gone. She's gone.
they'll come back. They'll make alt accounts and just have their fun and all that stuff.
I have my mods ready. They're all asleep right now. That's why it's pretty much just me. But at the end of the day, gentlemen, at the end of the day, women know sex sells. Women know this.
Sex sells. No, like it's as simple as that. They know the value that they have, but it's only value because we give it value, right? It's only because we as dudes say, I want it. And then they'll find a way to monetize it. But it's gotten to a point now where they don't even actually have to give it out. Like back in the day, they actually had to work a corner. They actually had to put in effort. But now they can just be on stream and not even flash a titty. You are lucky as a viewer if you even so much as get to see the nipple poking out, let alone a nip slip. If you get to see a nip slip live, you win the lottery as a simp.
Right.
You clip that shit instantly and post it all over the internet. And then guess what? If you post it onto the internet, oh, boo-hoo, all these men are taking this very private, intimate moment and making fun of me with it. I feel so degraded. I feel so used and boo-hoo-hoo. It's like, well, I mean, if there was really that much of a worry, why didn't you wear like a really tight bra or something? Oh, wait, no, now I'm victim blaming. Shit, my bad. It's almost like people don't want to think things through. Oh, remember that chick that tragically passed away inside of a gym because she tried to just YOLO squat 4 plate and then she had her neck snapped? Like, do you remember that video? It was like in Mexico or something. Like she was getting under the squat rack. She picked up the bar and it crushed her neck, dude. It's like they don't want they don't. Oh, sorry, what?
So that's what she gets.
Yeah, it's like they don't want to think things through anymore. They don't want to think if I do A, it leads to B, and if B happens, C happens. Like the chick that I was talking to, I'm 99% sure that anytime she mentions me, she'd be talking about how I was a terrible person, how I became abusive, how I became an asshole or something. When in reality, she was neglecting me and my physical and mental wants and needs to communicate with someone I was caring about. But you know, like you learned the hard lesson. These people that you think care about you, they may not.
Women, let's just, gentlemen, just know that besides your mother, don't expect any woman to care about you, like truly care. That just don't expect it. And even then, from your own mother, it will only go so far. You know, she doesn't like what you're doing.
And when you even try to go so far as to look at their actions, what do their actions say? You don't know if they're putting up a front with their actions. There are stories of dudes being in these long-term marriages, but right at like the 7-year, 10-year mark, when something in the legal contract comes into play, they divorce you, and then they're able to like finagle the system to get extra shit. People are willing to play the long game. People are able to sit down, buckle their fuckle, and get shit done for as long as it takes, so long as the reward is enough. And people will get manipulated by this. Like tomorrow, some poor sap is going to get divorced. He thinks he's in a happy marriage, everything's going right. Boom, papers. You don't pay enough attention to me, when he's paying all the bills. Oh, so I remember watching a YouTube video. It's talking about a situation where a girl YouTuber had her husband kidnapped and murdered. And she orchestrated this whole thing. They had like 5 kids. 4 of them were, no, like 3 of them were with the current husband. 2 of them were twins from a previous relationship. And he's working 2 jobs. He just wants to chill at home and play some Call of Duty or something. She thinks she's not getting enough attention from him. And she truly believed that it would be easier to get sympathy as a single mother who just lost her husband, who became a widow, than to just understand that her husband is working 2 goddamn jobs. She's doing nothing but trying to like make YouTube a career. And then she had her husband tortured, kidnapped, and murdered. And, apparently his last words, according to the dudes that were kidnapping him, were, "Please don't hurt my wife. Please don't hurt my wife." He died truly believing that his wife cared about him.
Gentlemen, I don't know how much proof do you need, right? Shout out to Manosphere Highlights Daily, because there's
shout out. Oh, go ahead. Oh, I think it's lagging or something. Is it still live? Is chat still going? Type 1 in the chat if it's still live. Or don't. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at chat. Sir Yeetus unplugs on Chaz, I hear ya. Awesome. But yeah, dude, these women, you truly don't know them. They will say one thing to you and think another. I've got a whole video idea. I'm typing up a script right now for this exact thing about a character that embodies hypergamy and these actions we're talking about right now. Like, it really does suck. We are truly expected to care about all these chicks out here. The moment we say, "Oh, I don't care anymore," we're demonized. We are truly in like a lose-lose situation according to society. Now, if we don't give a shit about what society says, you know what? Like, they can all be upset. I'm just going to go to work, then go to the gym, then come home, chill. You know, it's like, ooh, I do have a channel. Give me just a moment here. Let me copy, paste. I mean, I have the channel link. Oh wait, I'm not a mod. I mean, that's my channel, or just look up Chaz the Fool. I know Chaz the Fool sounds weird, but like part of the joke is that I am way too dumb to like come up with anything funny. Like, sorry, I'm kind of rambling right now. I don't want to shill my channel too much on Yeetus' platform, but you know, we truly believe we're cared about. We want to believe we're cared about by these women. I mean, not every dude, but exactly. Yeah, the Greeks had 3 kinds of love. Like, there's physical, emotional, and something else. It's been a long time since I've talked about, Greek love, but men are we are very physical people. We want to physically be loved. And women are very emotional people. They want to be emotionally loved. And when they perceive that the man doesn't emotionally love them anymore, that's when they dip. When the man works overtime every day this week, hasn't taken her out on date night, hasn't bought her any new jewelry or anything like that, she could divorce him like that, like just instantly. And the dude is blindsided. They don't look at our actions as sacrifice that deserves to be rewarded. Like the chick I was talking to, I bet she didn't once think, well, he's worked many hours to help pay for my shit. He's been there for me emotionally when I needed it. She didn't text me when she wanted it. And I'm just blindsided, like, well, I don't know what's going on. It's like, but Chad, you gotta go overseas. They're different. And I'm sure in some places they're different, but I mean, in most ways, they're just as they are far more similar than they are different. They have the same blood type as other people. They have the same internal organs as other people. A woman can give a man her kidney because, like, she's just as human as you and me. See, we have pedestalized the idea of having a chick in our lives. And then the moment we say, hey, you know what? True equality is taking them off this pedestal and putting them on the same floor as us. I don't care about you. You are not important to me. Just because you've got bazungas and just because you got some titties and some ovaries, unless those titties are bouncing on my penis or like bouncing like as you're riding me, I don't care about them titties.
So I'm back. I thought Susan got me.
Dude, I was worried for a moment. I was like, damn, did I actually like epic foreshadowing Yeetus' yeeting off this channel?
I had to restart my whole computer right quick. I'm like, what is going on? But I got it fixed now. But if it happens again, then I'm pretty sure somebody's fucked with me. But at the end of the day, gentlemen, you need to understand this free validation you're giving women. It's no fucking use. It is no point in you kissing her ass when she didn't even earn and deserved it whatsoever. Right? Because now we got a bunch of women out here walking around like each a lot of women out there really think that they're the next best thing since sliced bread. That there are a bunch of Cleopatras and a bunch of Queen Elizabeths walking around right now because of Sims.
Dude, I've kind of like accidentally fallen to the pit of like trashy TLC shows, and one of them is like My Big Fat Fabulous Life. It's such a fucking train wreck, and this like 380-pound obese woman that cries in every other clip I watch. What does she say? Oh, if I would probably be the white Beyonce when she's like fat as hell. They are mental. They are crazy. No, like, isn't the statistic that like 30% of women nowadays are on some kind of psych med?
It went from 1/4 to 1/3, so
One
around 33%.
and what, 10, 15 years it's going to be half? Hell, maybe in 5 years it's going to be half.
I wouldn't be surprised. But when it comes to that situation, gentlemen, and based on what I've explained to you, if you're sipping and if you're watching my channel, if you're sipping, stop. Just stop. I know you've been taught all your life that your existence revolves around women. That is not the case. All right. Majority of us right now were taught that while we were young, that our end goal was to get a wife, get married, have a family.
White picket fence on the house on the hill with your 2.5 kids and your dog. What a great life. Don't you want that life? I would like that life. But who are the women that would be in my life in that scenario?
Agreed.
Backstabbing, blown out, untrustworthy thoughts.
So that's why they lie to us, gentlemen, because we are a lot easier to control per se if she has the backing of the government and she has the backing of the state. So the fact that channels like mine and gentlemen that knew better since they were young, that you know women aren't as special as they proclaim to be, they despise our channels to the max. So yeah, women can be just as grimy as you and me. They're human. They're not some heaven sent angel from the skies. No, they're not. You need
They
to
aren't
relax
they
to them.
aren't some moral compass of the human race. Guess what? They piss, they shit, they fart, they vomit, they sometimes blow snot out their nose when they sneeze. They are just as human physically as us. Emotionally and mentally, they are different, and we have to play around that. But they are far more similar to us than we are told. We're told that, oh, it's a woman. and it's like, oh, like light shines down from the heavens when she walks in frame, like it's some shitty Netflix movie.
Agreed. So on that note, gentlemen, on that note, when we say, hey, they're not as special as they proclaim to be, we are looked at as the enemy. Because the more men that we can say, hey, being married doesn't have to be the end of the road for you. There's much more things you can do out there as a man. You as a man can go out there, have an adventure, and have a great time. You don't need a marriage. You don't need a wedding. You don't need a woman in your life to be happy. You can go out there and do your own thing. We are looked at as being extremists. Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, you want to go to the Grand Canyon this month? Plan out that trip. You want to fly to Japan and be a fucking weeb? Go be a weeb. You don't have to follow rules that everyone says you have to when it comes to like the way your life needs to play out. Truly, if you wanted to like save up enough money, buy some land in like the Rocky Mountains, build a cabin and fuck off, like I say this with all the love in my heart, please fuck off. If that's what you want to do.
I agree.
No, like I sorry, I tried to say that like not only as funny as it could be, but like also kind of like an asshole. Like, please fuck off. But I truly mean like you don't have to stay in relationships you don't want to. I didn't want to stay in the relationship because of how it was going. I wanted it to improve. Hell, maybe there's an alternate reality where this chick moved in with me and I have a kid, I have the start of a career and life will be perfect. But guess what? That's not the reality I live in right now. I live in the reality where I'm told that I was the abusive asshole, where I was the shitty person. And you know what? I can live with that. If that's what they believe, that's what they believe. But I have my right to believe that I was manipulated and used. And
But they
I'm
go after people so much. They go after men so much that decide to be bachelors because let's keep it real. How can they control men that doesn't want to be controlled? They can't. Unless he signs a dotted line, government contract or marriage contract, there's nothing they can do.
and dude, like, oh sorry, it's just when it comes to like signing the contract and everything, so many women are pressured into getting married. I have a question, Yeetus. If you have your kids, if you have your house, if he's been with you for 10 plus years, why do you need to be married? You've got your ring, you go on date nights, you have a strong family. Why is this like, I wonder why specifically marriage is so important. And then they'll be told, well, it's to make sure you're safe. It's to make sure, in case something goes wrong. Rather than say, make sure something doesn't go wrong, it's always in case it goes wrong. People plant seeds of doubt in that, oh, these relationships you're in may fail. And like from the woman's perspective, oh, if it fails, I need some kind of safety net, and that safety net is child support, alimony, shit like that. But
See, and
but
that's the thing. That's the thing. Marriage used to be something that is important to a woman when it comes to building a healthy family. Because let's keep it real, whether women want to admit it or not, almost all women, I'm talking about 99% of women in the world, wants to be a mother. That's their biology. It is what it is. So when it comes to weddings and being a wife, that used to be the ultimate goal because that means they accomplished. They won the biological race. They won. Okay, because at least right now, there's more women than men. Right? If every single man on earth got married, there would still be women out here without a man.
and then they'd be okay with like polyamorous relationships, harems, because as long as the man's like the top cream of the crop, they'd be okay with that because they
Yeah.
understand. Like, no, people want to say like, oh, men that want harems are so terrible. They just want to use women. But what if no woman wanted to ever participate in that kind of relationship, it wouldn't exist in the first place. But a lot of women are okay with being the side piece so long as they get what they want out of it. If the guy's going to buy her a Gucci bag that she can then pawn off to get $2,000, like some kind of Ponzi scheme, they're okay with that.
See, and women, once again, they're socially conditioned to not want to be a mother, to not want to be a wife. You know, because once again, it's nature versus nurture. There's always going to be a battle at the end of the day. But biology at the end of the day will always win, whether it's now or near the end of your life. Majority of feminists, old feminists, they admit, damn, I wish I could have gotten married. I wish I would have had kids. I wish I would have made a family.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on that note, gentlemen, when it comes to women talking about, oh no, oh, what do you mean you want to be a bachelor? What do you mean you want to be single? What's wrong with you? Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Who
Oh,
hurt you?
yeah, who hurt you? Oh, you don't want to die alone. You don't want this. You want that.
You just don't like women.
So I'm like, so you pretty much projecting your own fears on me, because guess what? Majority of men, around 70 to 80% of men in history, they were unable to procreate. Uh-oh, shocker.
Uh-oh.
There's only a minority of men that were able to procreate with the entire world. I mean, pretty much create this population.
Yeah,
Not that many genes pass.
Isn't it like Genghis Khan? A lot of people in what Mongol? I am not a. I don't know geography. I don't know history. I'm dumb as hell. But isn't like Genghis Khan? There's like a very, very, very large number of people in, I think, China or Mongolia, like an Eastern country, where it's like a big chunk of the population can genetically tie their roots back to this one dude, right? Like,
Yep.
I might be saying that wrong, get some names wrong, but the idea is still there. Like,
See, the thing is, women never want to admit that since the dawn of time, majority of women, and it's happening today, majority of women will only go for the most powerful, the most strongest, the most respected, the man that has the most resources. They will go after the big dog, okay? And they don't mind they're sharing with 2 women, 3 women, 10 women, 100 women. They don't care. They will much rather share a man with high value than to settle with an average fucking dude that's doing average bullshit.
like, so with the chick, sorry, with the chick situation, I knew that there was some bullshit going on because I was in her Discord server. I was seeing her reply to other people occasionally, talking to these people. The reason why I finally the reason why I really dipped, I didn't dip, but the reason why I like made the situation happen is because I viewed her from, like, to me, her perspective was I wasn't worth keeping around. I did what I needed to do. I ran my course before it got too complicated, too much effort to keep me around. So when I said, "Hey, do you still want me around?" she said, "No, I'm not around anymore." I would be willing to bet that there are now dozens of dudes in this Discord server that would be comforting her, saying how shitty I am. And now, am I saying I'm a fucking saint? No. I had my moments, and that sucks. I wish I could have been better, but I'm better for me now is the important thing. But I'm replaceable by like 15 other simps because that's what I was like, Giga Simp. Simpus Maximus.
See, that's what men need to understand, right? It's the unfortunate truth about men. Disposability has been practiced since the dawn of time. It is what it is. Which is why women are intrigued when a man doesn't want to take part of that disposability. That's what the women go after. But I'm gonna answer Steve's question real quick. Why is it though? Does it make them feel special for going after the top dogs, like the Chatted Tyrones? You talking about the 5%, the 1% of men? Yes, it makes them feel special. Why? Because once again, they go after the big dogs. So what I mean by that is, gentlemen, if she gets into some type of trouble, like if a dude is trying to fuck with her or a woman's trying to fuck with her or just some nonsense happens, right? If let's just say that you are a top dog, right? Let's say you're the
Roof, roof.
you're the
Arr.
you're the Andrew Tate dude, right? Right? Whether you
Yeah.
want to admit it or not,
Yeah.
once again, he's a multimillionaire, right? At least $100 million net worth. She can say his name alone, and dudes would back off. Girls would back off. Everybody would back off. Her situation will more than likely become a better situation just because they know, oh shit, that's Andrew Tate's girl. Oh man, we need to second guess our decision now. We can't fuck with her because Andrew Tate will come after us. There'll be consequences.
Whoa, whoa,
Physical,
whoa, 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 whoa! You can't
but
make no
what I'm saying is,
using that c word. No, no, no. We don't use that c word when it comes to
well,
chick
yeah, I
penis.
understand about that, man. But
Sorry, I'm
well,
just being an
in
ass.
all
Go ahead.
seriousness, that's why women they go after the biggest and baddest dudes, right? The dudes that have the power, the respect, the reputation, the resource, all that shit, right? And if that man has more than one of those traits, that's even better because just her being associated with that man gives her so much fucking power. That's why they go after the top dogs. Cause I guarantee you, if somebody was trying to mess with a girl, right? Or like, oh yeah, hey, you a bitch, and you always be a bitch. And then she'll be like, hey, my uh my boyfriend or my husband is one of these drug cartels from Colombia.
Yeah, my
You will
boyfriend
back the
has
hell
been
off.
involved in a couple, murders or something. If you don't back off, I can sick him on you in a heartbeat. It's like,
You will
what?
back the hell off if you find out that her boyfriend, her husband, her fiance was Pablo Escobar. Like fuck that. No, it ain't worth it.
No, it's not.
So that's why they go after the biggest and baddest dudes. Because
Because the
that
biggest,
alone,
baddest dudes will bite.
right?
When
She gets
push comes to
power.
shove. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
She gets power by association, gentlemen. That's it. If she's with the average man, do you really think other men and women out there in the world will give a fuck? Or let's just say, uh, uh, her boyfriend or her husband is Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You wouldn't fuck with her.
Nope.
You wouldn't, because there will be backlash, whether in public or behind the scenes, because people got connections.
Like,
So
if you
that's
know a
pretty
guy
much
who
the
knows a
reason
guy
why.
that did. Sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to interrupt you like that.
It's
My
all
bad.
good. That's the reason why majority of women go after the top 10, 5, 1% of men. That's pretty much why. Because at the end of the day, it's power by association. Women and men will bow down to her. Just be associating with a guy that is powerful and or dangerous or both. So that's your answer, Steve. Go ahead, Chaz.
Oh, it's just, if they have a photo of their boyfriend and he's like 6'4", tatted up and like buff as hell, and you're trying to hit her up at the bar, a guy like that walks into frame. It's like you're gonna back off. And, man, like you said, like names have power. Why do you think that anytime a politician starts like climbing up the ranks or God forbid becomes like president or something, there's always some bullshit? Like the whole Stormy Daniels things with, Trump back in the day. I say back in the day like it was 50 years ago, but do you really think that she didn't get anything out of that? You really think that just by associating with a powerful man that she didn't get a couple extra bucks off the side just from having her name out there? Like so many content create I remember looking back in chat at the towards the beginning of the stream, like shout out to Lego My Ego. He was talking about how Mr. Beast shilled out a couple $1,000 for an e-girl streamer occasionally. And it's like by having these names, by having associations, you're able to get more power. You're able to get status. You're able to get shit out of it. So it's no
Agreed.
surprise that women want this shit. Hell, dudes want this shit. It's a thing in general. When we associate with powerful people, we're able to spread our word. I'm on a bigger YouTube channel right now. I only got like 100 subs, and I'm on a channel with 11K subs. And I could get like one or two extra things out of it. I'm not trying to sound like a grifter, but it's like by associating with bigger people, by cooler people, we can be better in those ways. If you're going to the gym and you're talking to the dude that's in there 6 days a week benching 3 plate and you ask him for pointers, just by having him around and learning from his wisdom of being at the gym for a while, you're going to get stronger if you listen to what he says. Like, it's not rocket science.
And another example, gentlemen, is let's go back centuries ago. You're walking down the fucking village and you tell a female to fuck off, and then you found out that that's one of the many wives of Genghis Khan. You're fucked. You know how dangerous Genghis Khan is. That he won't give a fuck.
Like, there's a reason why we say his name to this day. The dude did shit. I don't know the shit he did. I don't know the year he did that shit in, but he did some shit.
And that's why literally all men, because I explained before, gentlemen, masculinity is a competition. We all trying to reach to the top of the pyramid, on the top of the hierarchy, because it comes with benefits. I know it comes with a lot of problems, right? But the benefits are worth it, right? You are the person that all men look up to and all women want to fuck. It is what it is.
Yeah, we want that status. Like, not to shill my channel or anything, but it's like I like to play fighting games and stuff. And maybe someday if I get really good at a fighting game and people could recognize my skill and ask for pointers. Hell, in the chat like a few days ago, someone was saying like, "Hey, this is the team I'm running. What do you think?" I gave him some advice. Oh, play this character, use this, maybe go for this gameplay style. And truly, that made me feel really happy. Like, hey, this guy is seeing my gameplay, he's seeing me play well, and he wants my advice. Like, it's not a bad thing to associate with people like that. It's just it's
Right.
become such things have become twisted and warped, like with the whole women are able to go on Tinder and stuff to get these higher men, while these higher men are able to get what they want for free. Normally, they would have to sign a contract to be married to get some, but women have been quote unquote empowered to give it out for free. And then they're confused when the dude, after 3 months, smashes and dashes. Then she'll go to Reddit saying, I, 24-year-old female, just got ghosted by my 28-year-old male boyfriend. And then she'll say about how, oh, we met on a dating app. It was fun. After the second date, we smashed, and we smashed a few extra times, and then he got distant, and then wham, give me validation. Tell me I'm a queen. Tell me he's an asshole.
Agreed.
It happens every day.
Yeah, I agree. And one more example, because I think it's funny. Imagine, imagine trying to hit on a girl, and then you see a coked up Conor McGregor running at you.
Ooh, oh boy.
Like, that's the best example I can give you when it comes to big dogs are big dogs for a reason of why women go after them. Just imagine you trying to hit up a girl like, hey, what's going on, girl? What's going on? And then you see a coked up Conor McGregor just ready to whoop your ass. And then you know that if you don't have a piece on you, if you know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
you're fucked. You're fucked.
And hell, maybe even with that piece, Have you worked on your quick draw? Are you able to go like boom, 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 like hit 5 targets like you're a cowboy in the Wild West? Have you practiced that? Because if you haven't, well, hopefully he doesn't grab your arm and then bash your skull into the bar, right? Hopefully he doesn't know judo or taekwondo, is able to rip the piece from your hand, and now it's like, oh, you're staring down the barrel, like, you better get that shit ready.
But gentlemen, see,
Kung fu.
I'm not after women. I don't blame women. I don't get mad at women for their hypergamous behavior. It's like being mad at a dog for being a dog. It makes no fucking sense.
It's like being mad at me for sucking ass at video games. It's like, come on, what'd you expect?
But the big thing is, gentlemen, I don't care about her hypergamous behavior. It's the social conditioning that comes with it that makes it, how you say, the delusional and unrealistic standards that come with it. And they complain about it when the man of their dreams, literally, that doesn't exist, doesn't come.
I mean,
that's pretty much the premises of this entire issue.
He might come, but then he'll go, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean, man. But that's pretty much the issue, the overall issue of society today, gentlemen. I don't care about her trying to get the best guy. It is what it is. But the fact that she is way too unrealistic. It's like a woman that's a 2 that's trying to get with Chris Evans.
Dude, Lizzo and Captain America's DMs. Need I say more?
You don't have to say anymore, but I am definitely over my limit.
Yeah, I was about to say, you said an hour and we have gone on for a while. Like, please, if you want to, well, I actually do have to get to bed, so I'm probably gonna.
Well, what's her name? Fucking ruined my shit. So
yeah.
Sorry. But anything you want to say to the chat?
Well, I do have my channel, Chaz the Fool. I am working on my content. I have like video scripts I'm typing. I'm trying to get better at editing. Right now, I'm trying to do a little bit more gameplay stuff. So if you're looking for Pokemon fighting games and whatever, just hop on in, say hello. But don't simp. And look, if you're going to simp, make your intentions clear. Are you talking to this girl because you want to be sexually involved with her? Or are you doing it just because you want to be nice or something? A lot of dudes fall into these pits where they want to smash. They think this girl is cute. They really want to be with her, but they're too scared to say something because they think that if I lose this girl, I lose everything. When in reality, you lose one of 3.5 billion other women that are just like her. Sorry, I probably said that a bit off, but you get what I mean.
I get it.
He gets it.
Hey, man, thanks for joining the stream today, man.
Well, thank you for having me on. It was a blast. I love how I got to take over for a bit. You know, I look at the top chat numbers and I'm like, wow, 60 people are listening to me right now. I felt like a god.
Well, hopefully.
And then I hear Hammer say 670 sets of eyeballs. I'm like 670.
I wish one day.
One day. But hey, you have a great night.
No problem, man. You too. Peace. All right, y'all. I'm sure you guys enjoyed yourselves with this stream today. We had a couple of distractions, but I say it's a pretty successful stream. And I'm glad that around 7 of you guys were able to watch me at midnight. You know, I appreciate it. You guys didn't have to. You guys could have went to bed, but you're like, nah, I want to hear Sir Yeetus' rants. I think I got a good amount of info in today of what I wanted to talk about. You know, it's the whole premises of giving out free validation. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why would you do that? Why? To a woman that you know that there's a 99.9999% chance that you are never going to meet. Hell, she probably doesn't even know that you exist. But then you turn around and give her a $70,000 car. Then you turn around and donate thousands of dollars to her. You have to take out a loan to donate to her. The fuck is wrong with you? Focus on you. Do what you got to do. Do what you have to do to level up to the point where you don't have to do all that chasing and kissing ass anymore. They come to you, you don't go to them. Fuck that. And if they don't and if they don't come to you, who fucking cares? Who cares? You do you. As men, we only have so much time on this world, and you're wasting it on women that don't give a fuck about you? Come on, bro. Come on. Think on that, gentlemen. Think on that. It's your boy, Sir Yeetus. Thank you very much for watching this late live stream. And there's definitely going to be another stream tomorrow. I've been lacking on streams lately. There will definitely 110%. You can, you have my word on it. Okay. So there will be another stream tomorrow. Don't know about what yet, but I'll figure it out. I think something will come to me tonight or tomorrow. Okay. I'll think about it. Hopefully you guys had a bunch of gems dropped on you today. And I am out. Peace.